somebody else.
You told me.
Why am I? Don't. First of all, you be everybody in Atlanta and everybody knows you.
You're not going to talk to him like that.
But I am. And what are you gonna do? And what are you gonna do? Don't play with me.
Everything in the love and hip-hop world just turned upside down. What started as whispers and strange social media posts turned into one of the biggest scandals the show has ever seen. For weeks, fans had been speculating about what was going on between Mendeecees Harris and Mena, but nobody was ready for what came next. Tasha K, the controversial blogger known for dropping major celebrity bombshells, came forward again this time. She had solid proof. We're talking about voice notes, text messages, screenshots, and even medical documents. According to her, this wasn't gossip, it was real, and it pointed straight at Mendeecees, being the father of Mena's baby. Things really blew up when Erica publicly said that Mendeecees was the father of her unborn child. Some people rolled their eyes, thinking she just wanted attention, while others started piecing things together and believing it might actually be true. That's when Tasha K dropped her first video. And it wasn't just vague suggestions. She went in with receipts. She showed conversations between Mendeecees and Erica that weren't just friendly. They were flirty, emotional, and clearly personal. The texts talked about meeting in secret and even included a discussion that hinted at pregnancy tests. But the part that really made the internet explode was the voice note. It was Erica.com, but serious, saying she wasn't going to hide anymore. "I didn't make this baby by myself," she said quietly. That one sentence set social media on fire. People didn't know what to think. Was this true? Was it a setup? Where was Yandy in all of this? While everyone was talking online, Yandy didn't say anything. She didn't post any explanations or respond to the chaos. But she did share a photo that spoke volumes. It was just her and her kids at the dinner table. No smiles, no sign of Mendeecees, and no caption. It didn't take long for fans to figure out that something was seriously wrong behind the scenes. Tasha K wasn't finished. She followed up with more evidence. In another video, she claimed she had gotten hold of medical documents and said that everything lined up dates. "This isn't some internet rumor," she said in a serious tone. "Mendeecees needs to get a lawyer." At that point, it stopped being online drama and started looking like a real-life mess that could affect people's lives in a big way. People close to the couple started speaking out, though not publicly. One insider said the affair had been going on for a long time, even when Mendeecees was behind bars and Yandy was doing everything she could to keep the family together. He would apparently say he was going to business meetings, but in reality, he was meeting up with Erica. The betrayal hit hard because Yandy was known for being loyal and strong, especially during the years Mendeecees was in prison. Erica, meanwhile, didn't do interviews or explain herself. She just posted cryptic messages on Instagram. One said, "Truth doesn't need a stage." Another read, "Silence has a shelf life." It made people wonder, was she trying to avoid backlash, or was she getting ready to expose even more? Her silence was louder than words. Meanwhile, people close to Yandy started sharing how deeply hurt she was. One person said she was completely devastated and that Mendeecees was the only person she had ever fully trusted. Another revealed that she had suspected something wasn't right for a while but never imagined it was this serious. Fans quickly began sending messages of support, saying she deserved better, and urging her not to stay quiet. Mendeecees eventually released a short public statement asking for privacy. He said the family needed space to deal with things. But at that point, most people weren't buying it. The damage had already been done. Gossip sites were filled with updates every hour. Even Mona Scott, the producer behind Love and Hip Hop, was reportedly shocked. There were rumors that the show might use the drama in a future episode or reunion. But, according to someone close to Yandy, she didn't want any of this turned into entertainment. She was dealing with real pain, not chasing views. Then came another huge shock. A bank statement was leaked online, and it showed regular large payments made from Mendeecees' account to one linked with Erica. The amounts weren't small, they were thousands of dollars. That's when people really started to believe the worst. Tasha K didn't hold back. She straight up said, "This isn't child support, it's hush money." The internet blew up again. Having second thoughts, one fan posted, "If this was all fake, why would he be sending her that much money? He's obviously hiding something." And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, Yandy posted something that crushed everyone's hearts. It was a plain black screen with a simple message. Loyalty shouldn't be painful. Her followers knew exactly what that meant. They flooded her comments with love and support. Some told her to leave the relationship behind. Others said they hoped she found peace soon. A few days later, paparazzi spotted her leaving a law office. She had sunglasses on, her face serious, and she didn't say a word to reporters. Someone yelled out asking if she was getting a divorce. She didn't respond, but honestly, she didn't need to. As people continued picking sides and making assumptions, Erica went live on Instagram. Over 400,000 viewers tuned in, waiting to hear what she had to say. She didn't say much, but she didn't need to. She looked directly into the camera and calmly said, "Yes, the baby is his." That was it. That short sentence confirmed everything. The rumors, the drama, the speculation, it was all true. With the truth out in the open, the fallout began fast. Mendeecees started losing business deals. He was dropped from campaigns and sponsorships. Events where he was supposed to speak quietly removed his name from the guest list. His podcast, which had been getting some attention, suddenly disappeared from platforms. Everything connected to his name began to fall apart, and it was clear that this wasn't going to blow over anytime soon. This wasn't just another love and hip-hop scandal. It was personal. A family was torn apart. A woman who had stood by her husband through prison, court cases, and public judgment was now facing the ultimate betrayal and doing it in front of millions. What happens next is anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure. Nothing will ever be the same. Yandy, who once stood strong as the heart of her family, decided to remove herself from the spotlight. She didn't do interviews, she didn't respond to the mess online, and she didn't feed the drama. Instead, she focused on protecting her children and keeping her peace. Her silence wasn't because she didn't have anything to say. It was because she didn't need to explain something that was already speaking for itself. Her absence told a story louder than any statement could. She was hurt. And this time, it wasn't just about betrayal, it was about the collapse of everything she had built around trust and loyalty. While Yandy remained quiet, Tasha K returned once more. Confident and firm, she reminded everyone, "I told y'all, Mendeecees isn't who you thought he was." She wasn't gloating. She was dropping another warning. According to her, more women were preparing to step forward. What had already felt like a shocking scandal now seemed like the surface of something much deeper. This wasn't just about one affair, it was about repeated choices, hidden secrets, and a man living a double life. People had watched Mendeecees and Yandy for years. Through ups and downs, through prison and freedom, they had always appeared solid. That image was now shattered and fans didn't know what to believe. The idea that their favorite love and hip-hop couple might have been living a lie hit hard. It didn't feel like just another celebrity scandal. It felt like watching something genuine break apart, and it raised difficult questions. Could Yandy ever truly recover from this kind of hurt? Could she ever look at Mendeecees the same way again, knowing what he did? And what about Eric? Was she simply caught up in something bigger, or had she helped cause it? Mendeecees tried to calm things down with a short message asking for privacy and respect while the family processed everything. But that wasn't enough for the public. People had seen too much. The evidence was overwhelming. And fans didn't want quiet, they wanted accountability. The blogs stayed busy, and social media stayed flooded with opinions, hot takes, and fan theories. Even Mona Scott, the mastermind behind Love and Hip Hop, was reportedly blindsided by how far things had gone. Insiders whispered that producers were already planning a special episode to dig into the situation or maybe even film a confrontation. But those close to Yandy made it clear she wasn't interested in turning her personal heartbreak into entertainment. Her pain wasn't for TV. This wasn't content. It was her life falling apart. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get more intense, another bomb dropped. A bank statement leaked online and showed large, regular payments from Mendeecees to an account allegedly tied to Erica. We're talking thousands every month. Tasha K didn't hold back. She looked straight into the camera and said what everyone was thinking. That's not child support. That's hush money. Her words added another layer to the already messy situation. The numbers spoke for themselves. People started connecting the dots. If nothing was going on, why all the money? Even longtime supporters of Mendeecees started to question him. One fan posted, "You don't send that kind of money just to help out a friend. Something's up." Yandy didn't confirm or deny anything. She didn't need to. Instead, she posted a black screen with a simple line that broke everyone's hearts. Loyalty shouldn't be painful. That post hit home for many people. It wasn't loud, but it was powerful. In that one sentence, she captured everything she was feeling. Her followers flooded the comments. "We got your back," one person wrote. "You don't owe anyone an explanation." Others urged her to walk away, to focus on herself and her kids, to find peace without the constant hurt. Soon after, paparazzi spotted her outside a law office. Her face was calm but serious. She wore sunglasses and kept walking. Someone shouted, "Are you filing for divorce?" She didn't say a word, but her silence spoke volumes. She looked like someone who had already made up her mind. Then, out of nowhere, Erica went live on Instagram. Over 400,000 people tuned in instantly. They wanted answers and Erica gave them. She looked into the camera and without hesitation confirmed it. Yes, the baby is his. That one sentence changed everything. The guessing, the rumors, the speculation, it was all over. Erica's words turned the whispers into undeniable truth. She wasn't backing down. She wasn't hiding anymore. And with that, the last bit of doubt vanished. The fallout came fast. Mendeecees started losing brand. Deals, events that once promoted him were quietly pulling his name from flyers. His podcast disappeared from streaming platforms without a word. His image took a hit that may never fully recover. He went from being viewed as a man who had turned his life around to someone many now saw as manipulative and dishonest. Meanwhile, Yandy kept her distance from it all. No public statements, no interviews, just silence and quiet strength as she focused on her children and tried to find her footing again. Tasha K, who had started this whole storm, posted one final video before stepping back. In it, she warned again that this wasn't over. More women are ready to talk, she said. According to her, Erica was only the beginning. Whether people liked Tasha or not, they had to admit she'd been right every step of the way. Every claim, every receipt, every bombshell she dropped had been backed up. And now, people were holding their breath, wondering just how deep this thing really went. Now, fans and followers are left asking the hard questions. Can Yandy really move past this betrayal? Can someone come back from finding out the person they built a life with had been lying for years? Will Mendeecees ever take full responsibility? Or will he keep trying to minimize it? And what Erica, she someone who finally had enough and decided to come forward? Or did she play her own part in tearing this family apart? This situation started like a plotline from a reality show, but it ended up being very real. The cameras may stop rolling, but the impact is lasting. The trust that was broken, the pain that was caused, it can't be edited out. Yandy's future is uncertain, but one thing's for sure. She's not going through it alone. Fans are standing by her, sending support and encouragement. Whether she decides to forgive or to walk away for good, they're watching and hoping she finds peace. If you've been following this story, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And let us know in the comments, should Yandy give him another chance? Or is this betrayal too big to come back? Do you think Erica is exposing the truth or making things worse? And can Mendeecees ever rebuild the trust he destroyed? Thanks for tuning in. This isn't just drama, test heartbreak. And with every new detail that comes out, it reminds us all that loyalty, once broken, changes everything. Keep your notifications on. We've got more.